A dad is a son's first hero. Daddy t-shirt sets are available at daddyandcompany.com.
Welcome to My Life as a Dad. Today's guest is J.D. Roth, producer, executive producer, celebrity actor, childhood actor, but more importantly, a dad to two boys. What is your take on bullying? Have you had any experiences? I mean, a 13-year-old and a 10-year-old, you are, I would say, in the mainstream of potential. Everybody loves you, everybody hates you, bullying, not bullying. Tell me your thoughts or opinions on that, if you have.
Middle school is like the yard in prison.
Okay.
You know? I mean, it's not a friendly place. It's not a place that allows for people that are different. Not a place that, it's a place that looks for things to make fun of, right?
Right.
My older son is an ambassador in the bully program. And we thought it was important, you know, for him.
Okay, so, I'm sorry, a bully program. So
Yeah,
at school?
There's a national bully program
Okay.
At schools, and they choose kids that they feel can inform, enlighten, and kind of are in the mix of the right kids and influence. And they pick kids from certain walks of life that can influence in a situation. So he's in a crowd of A-type guys, and you know, he was class president at Grandview, and they kind of know the track he's on. And you go in and you learn for days. It's not like, oh, an hour class and you're done. And they do stand-up and skits, and they improv, and they show them situations and what you can do, and it's definitely helped them. And it's interesting, the number one thing in a situation where someone's getting bullied and you're standing there, the number one thing you can do, which is crazy because as a parent we do it all the time, distract.
Give me an example.
You know, a bully's picking on someone,
Right.
He's getting in the guy's face, and you can say, hey man, hey, one of the teachers just looked over here. Or hey, come over here, let me talk to you about this. And it disarms the moment. And so it calms everyone down. No different than the prison yard, right? I mean, it's all the same kind of moment.
Right, the guards are watching us, or
Yeah.
warden's coming in, or...
I
right.
think there's an overreaction to bullying as well. It sort of becomes like, you know, 10 people are gluten-free, and then gluten-free is on every package in the grocery store. It's like there are some people that are getting bullied, and all of a sudden it's a natural, you know, epidemic.
Right.
And a lot of times it's preparing kids for what life is really going to deliver, which is not everyone's going to like you, and not everyone's going to want you around. You might have a bad college roommate, a teacher that doesn't believe in you, a boss who can't stand you. Isn't it better to learn how to manage the situation versus putting a label on it and then feeling badly and letting that shame? I was a kid that was bullied. That's not very empowering.
Right.
That's not very inspirational or aspirational. Nobody aspires to be the kid that gets picked on.
Right.
You know? So a lot of it, as a parent, for me, is just preparing the kids. Yeah, there's gonna be kids that don't make fun of your hair. You know, there's gonna be, and you have to decide in the moment which bully needs to be popped in the face, which bully needs to be ignored, you know, which bully you need to gather your friends around, and it's strength in numbers, and recognizing the situation and realizing, well, how serious is it? You know, it's like, in the end, is it really worth arguing about? Was it one of those moments or not? You know, the best marriages I know are the ones where you, in the middle of an argument, you think, does this really matter?
Right.
No. All right, let's move on.
All right. Can we end this somehow and
Yeah.
move it a different way?
Just
Right,
let it
exactly.
go. You know, sometimes that's the most effective way to kind of disarm the moment.
Your philosophy as a dad. If you said, okay, I'm gonna give you my 2-minute spiel on this is my philosophy as a dad for how to raise kids.
Okay, here's my philosophy.
Okay.
There's 3 rules that can solve every problem. As a parent, as an entrepreneur, as a kid, anyone. It's the same 3 rules, all right? For every single problem I've ever had. And it works, but no one ever gets to step number 3.
Okay.
So here's what they are. My kid comes home 6 months ago, hysterically crying. I forgot a book report, it's due tomorrow, oh my God. What? I mean, bawling. You know how they get, like heaving, right? They don't even know what they're saying.
Right.
I said, whoa, slow down. What's step number 1? He said, identify the problem. I go, okay, well, we've identified it. You have a book report due tomorrow. That's the problem. Okay. What's step number 2? Make a list. Okay, well, what's the list? Well, I have to read the book. I have to make a cover page. I have to, write a 2-page report on it. Okay. Now, by this time, he's done crying. He's got his breath. He's under control. I said, okay, what's step number 3? And he lowers his head and he goes, do it. I'm like, yeah, that's the step nobody ever gets to.
Right.
Just do it. Overweight people, they know they're fat. They know they need to eat more or eat less and move more. I'm sure of it.
Right.
But they just never get to step number 3 and do it. And so what is the thing? How do we teach kids, adults, whoever it is, how to be inspired by number 3 and not intimidated by it, not scared of it, but to be a little fearless and just go do it. Go up and now you know what you have to do, so just go do it. This isn't helping anything. And I think as a parenting style, it's always an action step. So it's never like, we never just spend too much time wallowing in the mess of it all. It's like, okay, well, that's the problem. Well, what do we need to do to fix it? Let's go fix it. And I don't make a big deal out of fixing it. The actual do it part's just like, well, go do it.
Right.
It's not like it's that big a deal. And I think if you give the framework for those 3 steps, your kid will always be successful in life.
My life as a dad.
Any man can be a father, but it takes someone special to be the daddy. Please join us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, My Life as a Dad. If you have a favorite celebrity or athlete dad that you'd like to see on the show, please give us a comment below. Sponsored by Daddy & Company, the perfect gifts for dad. Get 15% off your next purchase at daddyandcompany.com using promo code MLAAD15.